Hey, Dave here with Dave and Diane throwing caution to the wind. In this video, I want to share with you our expenses for the year of 2022 while we've been living full-time on the road. So hang on, let's get into it. So to begin with, let me give you a little history of 2022. So first off, Diane and I are full-time RVers. We've been on the road for over 10 years. We started 2022 in Arizona. We left Arizona. We headed over to New Mexico, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Ohio, up into Michigan, over to New York, Vermont, Maine, down the east coast to Florida, and then back over to Arizona. And 2022 may not be a great year to share with you, but it's reality. We're full-time RVers, and we have to roll with the punches. But we all know fuel prices, food prices, restaurant prices, clothing, entertainment, anything you buy, campground fees through the roof, everything we buy is getting to be more and more expensive. So we're just going to share with you reality. So Diane and I have kept track of every single penny we've spent since hitting the road over 10 years ago. We keep it on two separate spreadsheets. And I'm going to share one spreadsheet with you today. The spreadsheet I have here on this computer, I'm going to show you on the screen, keeps track of things, and we do each month from January through December, and then we do a grand total at the end, and we see where we land. The second spreadsheet is a spreadsheet that shows the grand totals of each year, and that way we can look at each year and see how the categories have increased over time, or decreased if we're lucky, but that never happens. Okay, let me try to put the spreadsheet up on the screen, but bear with me, I've never done this before, and hopefully I can share this with you as we go through the numbers. All right, here's the spreadsheet. Pretty basic spreadsheet. What I have highlighted here off on the left-hand side are the categories that we keep track of. Keep in mind that there are a couple line items here that we've left out for this video. If you have RV payments, car payments, medical insurance, those are such things that you can just add those in yourself. And then on these columns here that are in bold text, these are our budgeted numbers. And then these columns here that are not highlighted, these are our actual expenditures. So I'm not going to bore you with every month. I will mention that if you see something in red, like right there or right here, those are things that were well above our budgeted number that I can refer back to at the end of the year. So let me go over here and get to the end of the year numbers. That's what you're really interested in, and take a look at that. So our fifth wheel maintenance, we spent $1,155.96. I budgeted $520. So at the end of the year, I might go, well, what did I spend that money on? Why are we over? So I pop over here, I go, look, there's $338 I did not have on budget. I will come down here to the bottom of that column and see an RV alignment. So we had the wheels aligned in that month, so it caught us off guard right there. Then we'll go back over here and get lined up again. All right, so $1155.96 for RV for fifth wheel maintenance. Storage, yes, we do have a storage unit still. We will go back at the end of this year and get rid of that thing, but the storage was over a little bit. Of course, every year the storage unit has gone up in price, so we budgeted $375. It came in at $1639, which really isn't that bad compared to a lot of storage units we hear around the country. On fuel for the truck, we budgeted $5,455. Fuel prices never got as high as we expected this year, so we actually were under budget, and we used the Upside app, and we actually saved another $300 off of that $49.94, but that doesn't reflect here. Maintenance for the Ram was only $152. That was just a oil change, and actually came in under budget there. Ram registration didn't come into play. We traveled with a CRV, our second car, and we budgeted $1,445, but we had no idea how much we were going to drive around for touring. That's hard to really figure out, and we spent $1,628.52. CRV upkeep, we spent $1,332.95. I budgeted $120. I just planned on oil changes, but if you pop over here, find out where that money came from. $1,119 caught us off guard, and if we come down to the bottom, that was for new tires. So that was an unexpected expense for us on the CRV, but those things happen. come back up here. There was a CRV. Truck and RV insurance, we spent $28.71. We budgeted $2,800. I did say I wasn't going to mention insurance, but we get asked so many times what we do for insurance for our RV. We have Fulltimerv insurance, and we use an outfit in Oregon called Miller Insurance. Now, for the record, we are not associated with Miller Insurance. We get no kickbacks from Miller Insurance. They have no idea we're even doing this video. But Miller Insurance is a company, they're a broker, and we knew about Miller Insurance before we even hit the road. It's a very well-known broker in Oregon that deals with a lot of different insurance companies, and they really know the RV lifestyle. So keep that in mind. Miller Insurance in Lake Oswego, Oregon. Then we go to fifth wheel registration. I budgeted $370. It didn't come into play. That doesn't come due till next year. Propane, we budgeted $160. We spent $66. Dish TV, we budgeted $1,728. We spent $1,501. And we saved a little bit of money there because we changed our programming. $1,501 is still a lot of money to pay for watching television. Food in, so pretty self-explanatory. Anything we buy at a store or even when we're out touring around the country, anything we buy and bring home to eat is in that category. We budgeted $6,600. We came in at $6,678.98. That's pretty darn close. Food out, we budgeted $3,400. We went to Maine this year and up and down the East Coast. We knew we were going to be over in that budget, but there was no way to figure out just what we were going to spend. So $4,062.42 for eating out. So over $10,678 on food this year. That's a lot. Phone and internet, pretty easy to figure out. We spent $2,160. We have one smartphone with Verizon. Diane carries a pay-as-you-go phone. And then we have a Verizon hotspot that we've been grandfathered in with. It's a truly unlimited plan for $65 a month, and it's only 4G. And we spend $2,160 for the year. Campground fees, holy cow. We budgeted $15,158. We knew because we were going to go to the East Coast. We knew because we were treating this summer as a vacation. We were not going to skimp on campgrounds at all. So $18,440.50 on campground fees. The highest number we've spent in the entire 10 years on the road, and we hope that's the highest number we ever spend. But who knows with the way campground fees are going up. Campground electric, I don't know how I did this. I think there's something funny here. We spent $825, and I actually budgeted $825. That's suspicious, but I do know that the $825 spent is an accurate number. Miscellaneous health and laundry. So laundry soap, if we eat or if we have vitamins or Advil or aspirin or shampoo, anything like that goes in that category. We budget $800. We spent $650.93, and we do carry a washer dryer on board. And my best calculation, over 10 years on the road, we've probably saved close to $10,000 on laundry fees just by carrying a washer and dryer with us. Our mail, we do have a mail forwarding service that we use. We budgeted $230. We spent $180, but because we were on the road and didn't really have our mail sent to us, we saved on postage fees, so $180 is all we spent. RV clubs, we budgeted $150. We spent $100. We use CoachNet, pretty easy to figure out and budget for. For a fifth wheel, it's $179 per year. Fifth wheel goodies. So that would be if we buy a new area rug or a new pitcher or anything like that for fifth wheel goodies. Those are just little trinket stuff. We budgeted $560, but because we're out touring the country and on the move so much, we weren't worried about trinkets and doodads. We only spent $54.76. That's a nice savings on the budget. Clothing, we budget $750 for the year. That's pretty much what we budget every year. and we spent $734.82. Diane and I really are not much into keeping up with fashion. We're usually spending money on tennis shoes or hiking boots or maybe a shirt now and again, but that's pretty much what we budget every year, $750, and we come in at $700 or less pretty much every year. Entertainment. Oh, sorry about that. Let me get back over here again. I don't know what happened there. So entertainment. There we go. Entertainment. We budgeted $1,700. We spent $1,743.62. Diane and I are mainly bike riders and hikers, that type of thing, even though we did do more museums and stuff this year. And we spent $1,743.62. Household. Household is laundry detergent, if you buy new plates or silverware or anything like that. We budgeted $320. We spent $507.82. And I think if I go over here and check, I think what happened there is, yeah, right there, $342. We budgeted $20. And the reason for that is our Breville oven gave up the ghost. We had to go buy a new Breville oven, and that put us over in that category. So, with that said, for the total year, we budgeted $47,165, and we spent $51,658.79. Wow. All right. So, hey, look, I know for a fact if I go back and look at our spreadsheet that $51,658 is really high compared to anything we spent in the last 10 years. I bet you our average for the last 10 years, the high has been around $39,000 for the year. So $51,000 for the year is certainly a high number for us, but we knew that 2022 was going to be a high number. We planned to treat 2022 as a vacation. We knew the fuel prices were through the roof and food prices and everything else. So we did this knowing it was going to be probably the highest priced year we've ever had on the road. And we also know that we're going to try and cut that back a lot the next year or two just to kind of get back in line. So it was kind of a crazy year for us. But you know what? Just because we full-time RV and travel the country don't mean we still can't plan years as a vacation year and kick our heels a little bit, right? We're not getting any younger. We're going to enjoy life while we can. So let me tell you, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we do keep a separate spreadsheet that just shows the year-end totals on that. It's kind of fun to look at and see how the expenses have gone up or down from year to year to year over a 10-year period. Depending on the response we get from this video, if we get a whole bunch of thumbs up, if we get a bunch of comments down below saying they'd like to see that, that spreadsheet, if we get a bunch of feedback on this video, I will work on that video and share that 10-year spreadsheet with you, and maybe you might enjoy looking at it as well. So anyway, you know, this is just our expenses, and this is for an exceptional year. So again, we like to hike and bike. You may like to go to museums and theaters and plays. We're pretty basic eating. We're not caviar people. We don't eat steaks every night. And maybe you do, right? We go out to a restaurant. We try to plan twice a week when we're out touring new parts of the country. Maybe you eat out 4 or 5 times a week. No harm, no foul. We're not judging anybody, and hopefully nobody judges us. We're not trying to compare our lifestyle to your lifestyle. All we're trying to do is share what we spent on the road in 2022. All right, that's it. As always, if you enjoyed the video, how about a thumbs up? Hit the subscribe button down below. Maybe hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.